Good morning, y'all. How are you doing? I'm Nikki, and this is Lum Life Art. So, I'm doing something I've never done before, which is I'm going live and I'm going to do a paint pour. I have done paint pours, I've never done one live. I am not necessarily concerned about how the paint pour comes out. The point of this video is going to be to test out a new product. So, I'm not being commissioned or sponsored. I'm a product tester for Amazon. And Amazon gave me this turbo fan. It's a super power turbo fan for those home improvement people. But it's specifically for those that do paint pours. So if you are a paint pourer like me or someone that does painting and all that, I used to use my hair dryer, and not only is my hair dryer covered in paint and I've burnt out at least like 2 of them, but they tend to make my electricity go out, and that's not helpful when you're doing a paint pour thing. So Amazon gave me one of these to try out and test out and kind of do a reaction or a review, and I figured it'd be a good way to interact with my people and show them some of the stuff that I do. So again, I haven't used this yet, and I haven't done a paint pour live, so we're just gonna get right into it. Real quick, again, this is the Super Power Turbo Fan. It's on Amazon. I don't remember how much because it was given to me, but it's a little cordless turbo fan. And again, it's great for paint pours. Another thing that I like about the fans versus the hair dryer is the hair dryer tends to dry your painting before you can even use it or do anything with it. So anyway, I'm gonna jump right into it. This is it. I charged it before I went ahead and did this live video, so it's all set, ready to go. I don't remember how long it took to charge it, but that's not the point. Alright, so it comes in this nifty little box. It comes with all these cool little tips that you can just pop right on if you want to do just a directional aim or something. You know what I mean? If you want to do different things and switch it up. For the point of this video, I'm really just going to stick to the basic one, which I might have on here upside down already, because that's how I am. See, this is going to be a fun video, y'all. Alright, so, again, I just put this on for basic control so I can fan out the paint. So, I'm going to aim this down. I'm not going to be able to see your guys' comments because I'll be doing this, and I'm probably going to paint on my hands. This is my paint pour box. This is what I use. I just have a ghetto little grill that I took from like an old cage or something. It's kind of like to help drain, and so my canvas doesn't stick so much. It doesn't have so much paint on it. And then everything drains into the box below, which I do have lined, and you can't tell because there's so much paint. Anyway, this is a canvas. I prepped it again just for the purpose of this video. It's actually not a canvas. It's a piece of wood and I painted it, but again, it's for the purpose of this video. So, in my mixtures, I use this. Again, I'm not sponsored. This is just something that I swear by. I don't know if it's called Floetrol or Floetrol. I have a thick accent, so that's why I'm showing you. This is what I get. I use it all the time. The paints that I'm using for this video are basic from Walmart. They're just apple barrel paints, okay? So I'll be using these 3 colors today. I have a concoction that I do that I've mastered over time as far as how much I use of each thing. So I tend to fill up the paint to about here, and then I add just about the same amount of water, and I fill the rest with the Floetrol, alright? And I mix it up. You mix it until you don't see any white. So I don't know if you can tell, but you want it to be one solid color. You want it to look the same color as if you poured it right into the cup the first time. So these are pre-mixed. They're pre-made, again, for the purpose of this video. So we have fruit punch, we have orange sherbet, and we have just pale yellow, alright? Again, I've never done this on video, so I have no idea how this is going to work out. I also use KY liquid. This isn't about to be a Diddy thing or nothing. I use this for cells, so I just put a couple drops into the pink one just to give a little flair, some cells. You know, just a little something, something. Alright, let's get into it. I'm going to go ahead and pour these on. I'm just going to create a quick design. I hope my canvas is level. Again, I don't know how this is gonna come out. I've never done it like this. When I first started this, all I could think of was what a waste of paint and supplies, because oh my god, when you're on a budget, this is like painful. It's literally like pouring paint down the drain. I'm loving these colors. What I don't like is that it is off balance, so I apologize. I'm going to try to shift this. I don't even know if y'all can see, but I'm noticing that it's flowing right off the thing. We don't want that right now. Not yet. Alright. I'm going to save a little bit of paint in each one for later. Maybe we can do another quick little paint thing after. Alright. This is not looking even. It is not pretty. It's already making me upset, but that's okay. Again, I'm not worried about how the painting turns out. The purpose is to test out the fan. So again, if you guys have a problem like I do, where your electricity goes out every time you use your hairdryer, or maybe you don't want to ruin your hairdryer anymore, this I think is a good idea or a good alternative. Again, I just want to adjust my canvas because you can clearly tell it's going all over the place. Bear with me. It's kind of a cool design though. I like it already. Alright, here we go. So, you have a little button right here. You turn this on. You're going to see the screen turn on. That's going to tell you, I don't know if you can see, but it's going to tell you your battery, and it shows you a little arrow so you know not to blow the fan the wrong direction. And then you just go ahead, you push this little button, and on the side you see that you have different levels. So you push the button until it gets higher and higher. So because I haven't used this before, we're going to start off low. And I'm just going to fan it to kind of make petals. So I'm starting from the edge and just working my way out so I can get these colors to blend a little. And as you can see, it's working perfectly fine. It has a lot of power for a little thing. Isn't that cool how it's fanning out all the colors? I don't know if you can see too well. Let me see. I know, all making it a giant mess, but try to twist this around. Yeah, this thing is sliding all over the place. Alright. So as you can see, it doesn't take much at all. I'm trying to see if it's in the picture. So it's pretty cool. I'm liking the designs. I'm just pushing it out, and it's bringing up the other colors from underneath, like tie-dye. Alright, do I have it? I think I have it too high. Let me see. Yeah, when you do that, it's like a tsunami. I don't want that. I'm going to spray paint all over my house. So yeah, you don't want it that high. I'm going to keep it down on low and just fan it out. It seems like you could probably use this in your keyboard too and just put it on high real quick and blow all the crumbs out of your keyboard after eating chips over it. That's looking pretty cool. Very psychedelic looking, though. Very trippy. I like it. It's not a flower. But again, we weren't trying to go for a certain design. We just wanted to see how this works. And like I said, I really like this. I like that it's not hot air, so it's not drying the painting as you're doing it. And like I said, you can do so many different designs, so many different things. It's very helpful to help push the paint to the edge of the canvas and over the edge. That's very helpful. As you can see, other than trying to level it out, I haven't had to tilt the canvas much at all. I can just push the paint in the direction that I want it to. And like I said, it has all these tips. So if you want different designs, if you want to concentrate the sprays like this to certain areas, I really like this. Again, if you're a paint pour, or even if you can use this in another thing, I would highly recommend this. Seems like you could definitely get a couple paintings out of this. As you can see, I haven't lost power yet, and I've only had it on low, but that is a pretty cool design. So again, this is the super turbo fan on Amazon. I'm not sponsored. I'm just showing you guys what I'm using here. Very handy, very convenient. I love it much more than using a hairdryer. I'll tell you that right now. Or a heat gun or anything. I think that's very cool looking. Now you can see the cells that are coming through from the KY. Very cool designs. I like that. I'm trying not to drag the blower through it because I'm notorious for that too. Especially if I'm looking at the camera, I'll just drag this right through it. But I don't know. I think I like it. I like it a lot, to be honest. I think I'm gonna go back into doing some paint pours because that is pretty freaking cool. All right, let me shut this off. Again, this is what it looks like. This is the little attachment. It just pops on and off. You can have that too. The power button, the different options. You can do it low, medium, high. It charges right back here, so it has like a regular charger, the same one that you probably use for your phone. You just hook it up, charge it for like, I don't remember if it was 2 to 4 hours or if it was even that long. But it lasts, like I said, long enough to do a painting or a couple paintings. And these are so easy to snap on and interchange. I really like them. Perfect. I absolutely love it. And again, I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if I can pop this off real quick. This is how the painting turned out. So, not too bad. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's very handy. Hang in there with me while I do this real quick. All right. So that was that. Now, just because I have you guys here and I don't want to be wasting your time, I'm going to go ahead and take this one off. And I'm going to set it aside to dry. So deal with me for a minute. Like I said, I didn't want to waste the rest of my paint. So I'm going to take all of these, take my paints off. I'm going to move this, which I would do anyway. I would move it somewhere level to dry. And I have a full house today, so I got to make sure no contaminants get into it. Again, this is how it looks. Very cool. I'll probably have this up later on in my shops once it's cured. Alright. Now, I have an old painting here, a failed painting that I am not happy with. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to take my leftover cups. I have pink here. I'm going to put a little bit of orange. Fill that up. I'm going to top it off with a little bit of yellow. And I'm just going to swirl it in because this is going to be a dirty paint pour. So I don't know if you can see that, but I made a nice little concoction with the remaining of the paint. Now, on a count of 3, I'm just going to flip it. I'm just going to, no aim, no nothing, no regard, just going to flip it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to let it sit while I talk with you guys. As you can see, I have like a little sunburst action over here. I'm not sure if you can see. So I'm going to give it a second for all the paint to get out from here. Just tap it off a little bit. Give it a couple seconds. For the purpose of the live, I'm not going to leave it there long. Ready? Again, count of 3. I'm going to lift it up. 1, 2, 3. Check that out. All right. Now, I want a little bit more pink than I want of the yellow and orange, but for now, we just want to try to get it to the edges. So I'm just swirling it around a little bit. Trying to get it to the edges. I might use the fan again to help push it a little bit. All right. Here we go. Get the covered edges, get the edges. That looks pretty cool. That looks like some hot lava. Check that out. All right, let me get these edges real quick. So I just use my hand because sometimes the paint will just stop like an invisible barrier. So I'm just gonna pull it back down this way. And you know what sucks is I do have some contaminant in there. But again, this is just for the video, so I'm not too worried. I can try to get it out. Alright, I got it out. Alright, let me know, what do you think? This one I'm not using the fan. I think it looks pretty cool as it is. It really just looks like hot flowing lava. So give me a second so I can get the paint off my hands. Let me show you guys. Check that out. Some really nice cells. It really looks like you're like above in like a helicopter or something, just you're looking down onto like some hot flowing lava. That looks pretty cool. So anyway, that was my very first paint pour live with you guys. Just showing you the new turbo fan. Again, this is the turbo fan. It is the super power turbo fan. It's on Amazon. I'm not commissioned. I'm not sponsored. I'm just a product tester. And to be honest with you, I give that, so far I would give that probably 5 stars easily. I would definitely recommend it. It's really helpful. As you can see on camera, it's really easy to use, very plug and play. And I think honestly, truthfully, for someone that does paint pours and does art, I think it could be very helpful. So anyway, that was a very quick live with y'all. I didn't think it was going to be that quick, but I'll just show you one more time. I'll show you the paint pour that we did earlier with the fan. Check that out. That came out pretty cool. And then this is the other one that we just did now. Pretty cool looking. If they cure good, then I might actually go ahead and put them in my shop. And again, the shop is Lum Life Art. So you can find me on Etsy, eBay, Mercari. I'm on social media, so you can follow me on social media. This is more of my content, making art or product testing, doing reviews, all that. But you'll also see me on here. For those that follow me and do prophecy with me, I am going to be doing prophecy again soon. So hang in there. I know I've kind of ghosted you guys, ironically, for Halloween, but I've had a lot going on. There's a lot of catching up to do. So again, just follow my journey. Hang in there. More to come. And thank you so much, y'all. Thank you for letting me be a part of your day. I hope you have a great day. Keep smiling. Hang in there. And I will see you on the other side. Bye, y'all.